Hello, Tom and Maria. This is Bill Miller. This is your new coach, the Riverstone. We got the awning covers on, as you can see. Still inside. We're putting the air conditioner on today, and it'll be ready to go for tomorrow. So I thought I'd start the video. I'll start from the front, and then what I'll do is end this video, then I'll send you another one on the inside. So there's where the 4 batteries are. They're in the unit, so that'll run your refrigerator up to 48 hours without any power being plugged into it. There's your generator. Of course, that starts from the Firefly app inside, but you can also start it from the outside. You just take that cover off, and there's a start button there, but you'll more likely never use that. So go back here to where the main panel is for the automatic leveling. You just hit that power button. As you can see right now, we don't have it up. So what I'm going to do is turn this on right here. And it's real simple. You just push the auto level. And it takes over. Now what I recommend you to do is when that starts, it takes a while for it to go down, so you just got to stand back and it'll beep successfully when it's level, auto level. It's a good idea not to have anybody inside the coach when you do that because of the movement back and forth. They try to get it pretty accurate. So if you're inside moving around, it's not going to be accurate. So it'll just keep moving back and forth. But the other 2 on the other side are going down also at this time. So like I said, it takes a little while, so you just got to be patient with it, not touch any buttons in here, just let it go through its cycle, and it'll say complete. Stand here until it does. And the other thing is, it may have to there, see, it says auto level success. Once you hear that beep and it says success, you know it's auto level. Now, these jacks will leak occasionally if you're set up for a long time, so maybe once a month you might have to come out and reset that for auto level. And right below it is the instruction panel of how to bring it up and bring it back down. I'm not going to do that right now because my technician's still inside working on the air conditioner to get it installed, so I don't want to goof him up and have him run a screwdriver up through the roof or anything. So this little light switch here is for the front, way up here, in case you want to load at night or whatever. That light right there, that's what that switch is for. On the other side, that's where the disconnect is. So if you're not going to use the coach and want to disconnect the batteries, just turn that. It's on now. I don't want to shut it off right now, but you just turn the knob counterclockwise down to 6 o'clock, and it'll shut everything down. These 2 valves here are for, one's a low point drain. The other one is for the ice maker. If you don't want the ice maker to work, all you do is pull that knob out, and then the ice maker won't work. But we're gonna let that in, of course. That's your inverter there. So with the inverter, the switch is on the inside. That will run the reclining seats, the TV, and some receptacles if you ever, you know, are boondocking or something like that. Here's your hot water heater. It's 12 gallon. It's gas electric. Go and hook that knob, and if you want the electric side to work, you push this button down here to on, and 25 minutes you'll have hot water. So I'll let that in the off position, but when you get it out there, you'll have to turn that on so you have hot water. You can run it off of gas also. The gas hot water heater button is on the inside. I'll go to that with you when we go on the inside. But to get the electric side to work, you have to turn it on outside. That's your furnace exhaust right there. Nothing to worry about. That does get hot, so don't have the grandkids or the kids touch that because it does get hot. Down here is where your fresh water drain is. If you ever have to use the fresh water tank, that's where you drain the water, that valve back there in the back, that weight valve. And then there's for your galley tank, wastewater holding tank. So you only have one, that's right there. And then there's one back here for the back end. So this here is for the front kitchen area, and that one there is for your bathroom, for your sewer, and your gray water tank back here. Here's the main panel for where you put in for your, your satellite cable, whatever you want to put in there. It's pretty. I'm sure you're going to be hooked into cable, so you just run your cable coax right into that. Then you'll have TV from there. This is just a shower valve outside, so you have hot water and cold water. This hose here goes into that, so in case you want to hose anything off or anything, it's just a quick connect for right there. Over here is where you run your water system. So as you see, the red valve is on normal right now. That's where you'll want it to be when you have your hose plugged into the bottom valve right here. Have this on normal, and then have it on city fixtures. We have it on dry camping right now. So all you really do is just turn this to here. To city fixtures and normal, where it says right here the normal. That'll let you have water running through the water supply that you have coming into. If you do dry camping, you put it down there and you move this valve over to fresh tank. I doubt if you're ever going to winterize it, but if you do have to winterize it, you just turn that valve up to winterize and this down here to the bypass valve drain, okay? Then that'll winterize it. So, and then there's your low point drains. We are going to winterize this. I'm just concerned at leaving here. We have some pretty frigid weather back here, and with him traveling across the country, I just want to make sure that nothing gets froze up. So we're going to winterize it. Then what you'll have to do is just, when you get it out there, is just hook the city water into here. It goes through this hole right here. Hook it into there, and then just hit these low point drains that the antifreeze will put pressure on, turn your water on, and then just open the low point drains, these two here, and then the one up front that I showed you. Open them up until you see clear water coming through, and then you'll be ready to go for regular water. And like I say, if you have any questions on that, just call me at the time. So there's storage here, storage here. This is where your cord goes into. It comes out through that hole also. We just have it out the vent right now, and it plugs in back there. And it's 50 amp cord, it's 25 foot long, and that's what runs your power source to your camper. Again, if you start the generator, make sure within 5 minutes that you unplug this. It's not good to have both sources plugged in, the generator and the 50 amp cord, because there's a transfer switch in there, and it doesn't know which way to go if both things are running, and it'll eventually burn the transfer switch out, and that's about $600 to replace. So if you're plugged in and your current runs out and you have to start the generator, make sure you unplug this back here within a 5 minute period, or vice versa. Okay, that's that. This is the storage in the back, which is really nice. Just pull this little lever up here, that pulls out, and you have all that storage to put in there. Then that just goes right back in until you push it, till you feel it lock, and it's locked in. does have a trailer hitch on it. It holds up to 300 pounds. I've seen people carry more, but they put that weight restriction on there just so you don't, so they're not liable, basically. That's your ladder to get up to the back of it. Here is the back of it, back view. Then we go to the other side. There's where you put your washer dryer vent in. There's the awnings. It has 2 awnings on it, of course, and we did put the slide out cover on the other one. There's some more storage on this side. It does have an electrical outlet right here. Those lights light up at night, and they're also turn signals when you're driving. There's your outside TV, which has a remote inside for that, and there's speakers for it right there. This is the new 4-step ladder platform. It does have a bigger step at the top, so you have a more stable footing up there. This is storage. As you can see, we have it set. You can set the interior or the cargo lights at, either can turn them on for all the time, off, or motion. So I have them set on motion right now. There's an electrical outlet outside here. There's for your central vacuum. So you just turn it on, and then you can just put the hose in there from the outside. Of course, there's one on the inside too. And then this just pulls open somehow. I'm not sure how that pulls open, but oh, it's not. And there's where your hose is right there. It hooks onto here, which will do that. And there's your 40-pound tanks of propane, and they'll be full. And we'll have one turned on. As you can see, it's green, so it is turned on now. You just turn that upper valve to turn it on or off. That's pretty much the outside of it. I'll get you a good view of this side over here with the awning cover on. That's the one we had to readjust a little bit because of the awning right there. And it might be off an inch or two. Like I said, the common eye is not going to see it, but we had to slide it down a little bit so it would pass that awning. So I think you're okay there. And I don't, I mean, the average person's not going to see it. So there's a good view of the front. So I'm going to let it go at this on the outside of it, and I'll wait about 10 minutes and send you another one. I'm going to send this one to you first to make sure you got it, and I'll give you a buzz, and if everything went through okay, I'll send you the other one. Thank you.